They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And the Giants first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Kellen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And right away, he lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes their early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side here. Barkley gets around him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Sipp.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football defense. Opportunity miss.
It definitely was.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
2nd and 4. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll drop the throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Play action. Now Purdy.
He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
He's going to go up top again. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try now for Moody.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But touchdown! Niners! A great play there. 54 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he works free. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st down, New York.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
On 2nd down now, it's Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now Purdy.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jalen Hyatt
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Giants 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Final play of the half. Purdy.
And got his man complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On third down, Barkley, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. $12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. And he will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Niners 28, Giants 9. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a throw-in here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Giants.
Running left, it's Barkley. Takes it to about the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage. And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Taken at the goal line.
Breaks through the contact.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 32 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from going up by 40. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Giants 9.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 22.
First down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Complete to Kelly. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Throwing now is Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
so they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Watkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the left side. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And it'll be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And Lance now to throw.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
2nd and 10. Now Lance wants to change him up.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
He's still on his feet.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable.
There he goes, left side. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd down and 13. Play action. Now Purdy.
They'll roll him out right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
And this is 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they work this out past the 25.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.